Wee-woo.
Okay. It started.
Okay, so basically, you sucked up to Riften. Everyone's getting ready. Buffhead and Franklin, I can't believe I remembered those names, are settled into their slots in the caravan. And most of the town is very happy to see at least Milford go, because Milford scared them.
There's another town he's not allowed into again.
Oh no, they don't care if you return. You're just gonna get charged out the nose.
All the merchants have your number now, boy.
Oh.
So is this the 30th or the 31st that they're leaving?
31st. This is the Harvest Festival. They're glad to see you go, and they can have their festival in peace.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Without
hang
the
on.
red-headed menace going through town trying to cut their tables in half.
Timeline. Where did my timeline go? Okay, so we reached Rishia 26th. 15.
The Harvest Festival will go probably 2 or 3 days.
Yeah,
So
they're
you're at the
leaving
tail end
before
of the festival. Well, it's a week, 7 days. I'm not changing the calendar.
So are they leaving before the festival starts, or are they leaving halfway through it, or what do you mean by that?
They're leaving like a day before it fully ends. The
Okay, so they
festival
were
lasts...
there for the festival. Okay.
Yeah, they were there for part of it, and the poor kobold. The poor kobold. Very glad to see the back of your caravan leaving. And as you enter your wagon for the first time, you open the door, walk in,
Okay.
and it's not like a wagon.
Still trying
There
to
are-
make sense of the date.
Sorry. I'll let you do that real quick. When you're all set, let me know.
Okay, from the from arriving in town, which was the 26th, to
The 30th when they leave.
is
Well, it's a full week. It's a
31st
full
when they
7
leave.
days.
it is
Yeah, 31st they leave.
that's the problem. It isn't a full 7 days. This is where I'm
Uh,
hitting an issue.
No,
It'll
that's
be
why I was
second.
trying to figure it out. No, it'll be November 2nd when you leave. So it's
Thank you.
the Harvest Festival goes from October 30th, 31st to November 3rd. It's a full week of celebration because this is primarily a fishing and farm community. So we are leaving. The leaves are all turning brown and pretty. You are noticing that fall is coming. A little late, but what will you do?
See, this is
Yell at
exact.
the gods.
this
make
is-
fall comes sooner.
This is exactly why I'm tracking to the day the timeline.
Thank you, sis.
Yeah, it helps keep track of things.
Okay.
And-
Timeline is updated on Google Drive. The timeline is updated on Google Drive.
So when did we leave town?
November
November
2nd.
2nd.
I have to make an amendment, an addendum, damn them.
A fix up.
And yeah. And as y'all are leaving, y'all are gonna see something interesting.
Hey, we have a road and...
Slinky and Bowen are actually walking beside your wagon.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment to have a moment out of character.
Shoot.
Land angler.
Is that what that is?
Hang on. I need to. I recognize that thing from any angle.
It looks like a walking geometry problem.
It kind of does.
What are we looking at? Oh, there we go.
Land angler. My baby.
Oh no, it's a gable.
I love how you knew before I posted it because I said my baby. You remember how much I loved that thing?
Yeah, I remember. Doesn't mean anyone else does.
Oh, it's the ugliest little monstrosity. I miss the Monster Hunter mod for art so much. I loved that that blob of poor life choices.
Yep.
Yeah.
This thing is beaten to hell. It's missing half of its tail. Its light bulb is ripped to pieces. It is full on hurt. And as you look, Milford, I want you to try to remember what you saw when you went to the Ship of Regrets.
Would that be history?
That would be a history check.
Okay. Hey. Got a dirty 20.
So you definitely recognize this creature as, oh my dear God, this is what you saw fighting the yellow things.
Don't like that.
You don't like a lot of things. What are you looking at?
Haha. Seeing some sort of spiky thing, getting its ass kicked. Mainly not our problem.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not entirely fond of the idea of seeing something get ganged up on like that.
You weren't here the last time we tried to rescue something like this. Well, a wounded creature. How many times did you nearly die, Corey?
3, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 3 times.
But as you look, you see that Slinky actually snarls at the Goble. This thing is clearly an intruder to the territory of the yellow creatures.
If you ask me, if they get done with that thing, they're gonna still be bloodthirsty. They're gonna be enraged by the fight anyway, and they might come after us next. So what do you want to do?
There is
Move
an awful lot
faster.
of them.
Quite
They
frankly, I
look at you
recommend getting out of
and-
here.
They look at you and they straight up just ignore you.
See, this caravan's probably been going through this area so long. Well, the creatures recognize them as just another part of the landscape.
All in favor of just leaving it be, or who wants to do something?
Honestly,
Doesn't seem
we
like
take
our
out the
problem.
Goble, maybe the Ludroth will go away.
We stick our
Wanna
nose
help
in that
these
fight,
critters
the
finish
Ludroth
it
will
off?
probably fight our butts.
You see Seam has actually pulled over and is looking at it. She has a book out and is actually scrolling through it. You see her sitting on her... For what she is, she's very good at balancing. She's balancing and looking at it, and then you see her mouth moving as she's trying to figure out what could be harvested from this
Oh boy.
sorry excuse of a tattered carcass.
We're gonna have to fight something, aren't we?
Honestly, we could just keep moving, and it wouldn't be any of our problem. But I don't think anyone's going to listen to me about that. So
we should just go on.
Just so you can see this.
If the boss lady of this caravan is interested in whatever this thing might drop that might be harvestable, it might be in our best interest to take what we can get from it.
Unfortunately, that's what I'm thinking, given your track record of late. We need all the good brownie points we can get.
At this, you see the caravan stop.
Shite.
And Ifreen actually runs up beside yours. The Ludroth won't bother us. They know better. Not to mention it looks like they're afraid of the Sparky one. We need that hide. It's very good, and it can be used as wagon cover. Not to mention, Seam can use some of the parts inside it for paralytics.
I guess we have a mission, guys.
It's got a few holes in it, but I guess we're getting us a hide. Oh boy.
At this, you hear a chuckle. Well, I can help. And the Toby Kadachi gives out this roar.
oh, this
Not
should
to be
fun.
outdone, Flikk'a touches the blue heart-shaped stone on her griffin's collar. It jumps off of her shoulder, and in a spark of blue flames, erupts into its full size with a scree.
And knocks everything over, because aren't we still inside the wagon?
It jumped off of her shoulder to get out of the
the
way.
wagon is
On the ground.
Okay, now I can actually explain this. Your wagon is actually huge on the inside. Like, your griffin could be in there and fully spread its wings without issues. It's huge. Seems Ifreen has seen a couple circumstances ahead.
And
You
yet,
have...
Corey continues to exist on the roof.
You have
Yeah.
doors that actually have symbols. One is a dragon, therefore Aleyna's room. One is a pipe, one is a flute. Ash's room. One is a sword. Milford's room. Though frankly it should be an axe. Maybe we can talk
It'll
to
be
her
a
later.
sign.
Milford doesn't use a sword.
If there's a fish on my door, I'm gonna be mad.
There is a cat bed in between. There are 2 corridors. 3 rooms on one side, 2 on the other. Yours actually has a wolf paw print.
That works. At least it's not a fish.
So you've got Aleyna's Corey's and Ash's on one side, and then you've got Milford's and Flikk'a's on the other.
And Trader.
And Trader is in... Oh, excuse me, hiccups. Trader's got a little cat bed.
But yeah, Corey has looked around. He's definitely looked around the wagon. And then just gone back to doing what he was doing before. Hanging out on the roof and sleeping up there.
Well, you got somewhere dry to store your stuff. That's nice.
Say good. Your room is now being used for storage.
Well, I'm gonna take my now full-size griffin and I'm gonna go out and see what they need me to do.
Milford's gonna, like, lumber out of the cart pretty begrudgingly and draw his hatchets and...
Can I actually...
Right, here we go again.
Yeah, select.
Yeah.
Corey is going
Where
to...
am I?
Inevitably hop down off of the roof.
Yeah.
I don't have a token.
Corey being Corey, and the fact that Bowen's right there, even though Bowen has claimed he's not interested, Corey is going to attempt to hop down off the roof with a little bit of a dramatic...
I was going to say, he's going to show off, isn't he? Yes.
A little bit of a dramatic flourish.
I shouldn't be surprised.
So what should I roll to see how badly that goes?
You are going to be rolling...
Yeah.
I'd say acrobatics.
Yeah.
I was say that's either acrobatics or performance, depending on how flashy he wants to make it.
Decent.
Oh, look at that.
Just little backflip and a grin.
Insert eye rolling from pretty much the rest of the group.
Yeah, everyone's just like,
Alright. So, I need... You have one chance to decide what you're going to do. Are you going to go for a surprise attack and hope the Ludroth don't attack you? Or are you going to roll for initiative?
Surprise attack.
Alright. I want you...
Does speak with animals... Does that apply to Ludros?
Let me check something.
Because I think the wording of the spell is beasts.
Ludroths are leviathans, therefore it will not affect them.
Damn, okay. I was gonna, like, cast it and go, hey, we're here to help you, don't kill us.
Well, if you strike the Goble, they're probably gonna figure that out pretty damn quick.
Well, that's what we're hoping for.
What's the intelligence on the thingy we're attacking?
That's Slinky.
Not very bright.
Intelligence is a 7.
Oh, it's brighter than the Ludroth. They're only a 3, aren't they?
I'm gonna try something on him.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try hideous laughter.
What's hideous laughter gonna do?
Creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. A creature with intelligence of 4 or less isn't affected. Since it's got a 7, it's affected. At the end of each of its turns, each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw, and it has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
Alright. So before we begin this, everyone go pee, because it's been a little bit.
That's good. Probably a good plan. Be right back.
So I'm going to get within
that.
range by taking my griffin closer and cast my hideous laughter.
I'm level 2. Why can't I learn level 2 spells?
Do you have the slots for them?
I do. But it's given me extra 1 spell slot. Not level 2 spells, so I can only still learn level 1 spells.
I know it's not nearly the same for you, but for a ranger, it's like I can't start learning level 2 spells until like level 5 or something.
Yeah, that's it. I can learn extra level 1 spells, but not
that's
higher.
how it is. Or,
Yeah.
for like my level 3 and 4 or something, I can learn like another level 1 spell or whatever, but I can't learn level 2 until level 5. Which doesn't make sense, but go right on ahead, I suppose.
That's it. Just go with it.
I don't see anything I have to roll for this. I think he just has to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, I think it's just against your spell DC, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I want to say that's what it is. I want to say it's a wisdom save against whatever your spell DC is or whatever. I don't know, because I remember there's a character in a podcast I listen to that casts it all the time, so I should know how they roll it and how the rules are, but I can't remember.
So from what I can tell, he has to beat a 14.
Probably. Is that, yeah, if that's your save DC or whatever it is.
That's my wisdom thingy.
Yeah.
That's what it says on there.
Probably a 14.
Okay, I have made Wigglebutt go outside. I need to make a wisdom save for hideous laughter. Is that correct?
Yeah, and he has to, from what I can tell, he has to beat a 14.
Oh, he beat that easily.
He got a
19.
Lame.
Okay. So, you've made your laughter. Is anyone else going to try and hit it, or are they just going to wait and roll initiative?
I am looking at my spells, yes.
And Corey's got nothing from this range except crossbow, but
I might try and put it to sleep.
Definitely gonna move forward.
Go for it.
It would be so nice if this thing would let me measure and move the token without switching tools.
Would be great, wouldn't it?
Like right click to move your token or whatever.
It's something.
Alright, I'm gonna cast sleep and see if I can put the kobold to sleep.
How does sleep spell work?
This spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. The creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within the range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Starting with a creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature is affected by this spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to wake them up.
So it sounds like it just falls asleep, period.
Alright,
yeah, roll your
dice.
If I just sort of put...
I don't think She has to roll dice, does she? Because that's only for
Yeah, I do
targeting
have to
multiple
roll
creatures. Oh,
damage. Yeah.
No, you have to roll.
Is it an advantage?
Basically, you're rolling the pool of HP that you can put to sleep. So it's
So 20 feet.
however many what do you say, D8s it was?
5d8,
it's
yeah.
5d8.
Just out of character, you might want to save your slots because you can see his health. 5d8s, even at max d8, you ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit him enough.
Yeah, you could in game say that the creature is too large for that or whatever.
Yeah.
You're not strong enough. You're only a level 2. If you were stronger,
That's it.
I might have considered it. But you are only a level 2, and this thing has 80 HP. It has had the ever-loving shit beat out of it. And it's
Yeah,
still
it's still too high. Yeah, it's still
Zoom
too high.
in
The
and-
total of 5d8 will not equal its total hit points, so
Yeah,
it wouldn't
so
affect
it's
it.
not even worth burning a spell slot over.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Okay. Can
Yep.
Milford make a surprise attack?
You
'Cause
can.
He doesn't have anything castable that'll work, but...
I mean, you
Milford...
can throw a dagger at it, but it won't do much
I
damage.
will tell you this much. Aleyna and Slinky are both going in to attack the Goble. Milford
Yeah,
is
I'm just
more
going to
than
sit here and
welcome to
abuse
join
it
that.
with words. No, we're
Okay.
just going to sit here and abuse it with words.
So Milford, for his surprise attack, is going to draw his longbow, knock an arrow, and come on. Does 18 hit?
18 does hit. Roll damage.
It already did
rolled
damage.
10.
It's 10.
So yeah, he knocks his arrow and lets it fly.
Alright.
But
So
yeah.
that means... Go ahead.
So yeah, Corey doesn't have any spells he could use, so after moving up, just fire a crossbow bolt at it. 'Cause
Alright,
that's
fire your crossbow bolt.
still not close enough for any of his spells.
Ash and Flikk'a are close enough to abuse it with words.
Bad.
Oh no, what happened there?
Okay, what happened is he twanged it, and it crashed about 20 feet before the Goble.
So at least they didn't sail over and hit one of the yellow things. That would have been bad.
You watch as Bowen and Slinky poon forward with Slinky getting... Let's see, where's my damn thing? Slinky getting his full 30 feet of movement, and Bowen on his back. Gonna go right there. And you watch, because you've been on his back a couple times, you see him jump, and he flips into a tail attack, which actually comes short as he rolls over, so not to hurt Bowen, and hisses. Aleyna, unamused, is going to go and just pull an Aleyna. You
Smack
see
the
her
crap
in
out of
all
it.
her rage swing with this frigging scythe. And where's the kobolds? And that actually manages to hit.
Oh wow, I thought that was gonna miss.
I thought I was gonna miss too.
Doing 9 slashing damage. 70 minus 9. Alright, now I need everyone to roll initiative.
Remember to click your characters first.
Slinky.
Not bad.
Bowen.
Still don't know what I've got in my settings that I'm not coming up as Ash. I've got it set for her. There's nothing else I can press.
I don't know.
No.
Aleyna. And Aleyna's probably near the bottom of the round.
Not the very bottom, though.
All right.
It's
and the
texting,
loo
but
draw.
it's not Outlook.
It's okay.
Very strange.
It's annoying me.
I'm sure it is. The Ludroth, seeing you actually step into battle, are going to back up and block the water's edge so it cannot leave. Milford.
Oh, good. We're trapped in here with it.
It is
My turn.
hurt, and you're up. The Gobel's on deck.
I mean, right now he's gonna spend his entire move basically just move into range. So he's gonna take his full 30 feet to just get as close as possible to the spiky thing.
Yep.
Oh, and yes, that does end the turn. Since there's nothing else he can do really.
You're not going to shoot it again?
I don't think I can after moving all my speed, can I?
Movement, attack. You're good. You can attack still.
Oh, well, okay, then I'll shoot it again.
Unless you had taken the dash action to get all the way up there, but you didn't.
No, I didn't. Does 13 hit?
13 does not.
Nope.
So it actually sails over and drops about 5 feet short of the normal loot drop, who actually looks really familiar. Ash, you're way the hell back there, but this loot drop has a little bit of a slash in its side. It looks at the arrow, looks and sees the group, and just skitters back here.
It's scared, isn't it? Yeah, he ran.
He knows what this group is.
And that ends your turn. It is now the Gobel's turn. Gobel has 3 targets in front of it. Bring up the thing. However, the Gobel's lore is broken. It cannot natural camouflage. It is amphibious. Oh, this is going to probably hurt. It is going to do a tail attack. It is going to do a tail attack against Slinky.
It hit.
Oh, that is most definitely going to hit.
Ooh.
Slinky, I need to actually get your health up. So we are going to... Yep. Slinky's health is 120. Hang on. Edit. 123. That's Slinky. Bowen's health is 59, which I need to make. Hang on, I'm in the process of making them visible.
Mm-hmm. I think Flikk'a and Traders bars need to be visible too.
Yep.
Hang on.
And Bowen's if he has one.
Yeah, I think she's doing that now.
Where is Lando, Slinky, Toby Kadachi, Bowen? Nameplate. Sorry about this, guys. Can you guys see Bowen and Slinky?
No.
Not their name tags, no. Are there bars?
Nameplate, general. Save. Bowen. See. Save. Can you see now?
Right.
See the
I can
name tag,
see
yep.
names,
The names.
but not health bars.
Yada yada. Must you be so much of a pain in the ass? Roll 20.
Oh, there you go. I can see that now.
Save. Good.
Yep.
can see Bowen's.
Slink, why are you being a pain in my ass? Slinky can be seen. Visible to everyone. Save everything. Okay, as of right now, Slinky has 123 health.
There it is.
And Trader is... well, Trader's Trader. So I need to roll damage for the attack on Slinky, because I got distracted. Which is 2d10 plus 4.
Roll low, roll low.
$15. Ouch. Okay. So, Slinky. Minus 15. And you hear Slinky just kind of hiss and give a crazy little yelp before just shaking it off. That ends the Gobel's turn. Corentin, you're up. Bowen's on deck.
Good boy. Hmm. Oh, that's annoying.
Wow. So what's Corey gonna do?
I'm thinking about
Something's dumb.
which way he's going. It's Corey, so he's getting into range. It's just...
Well, Corey just saw this thing open up a huge ass mouth and try to chomp on Slinky.
Like I said,
and
something dumb.
also, and also use its tail to like whack two people.
This is Corey. He is aware that he's making poor life choices. He has a wisdom score of 14. He knows he's making poor life choices.
He just doesn't care.
He just
Now ask
doesn't
me if he
care.
cares.
I actually feel like Corey would be much more careful if he were less messed up. But he'd still be poor life choices boy.
Yeah, and you know, probably if he had like decent ranged spells.
Which won't be for a little bit.
That would help.
Then he wouldn't have to be as risky.
But he does like he enjoys getting in things' faces and kicking their asses.
Fair,
Not necessarily good at it, but so shocking grasp because this is Corey.
I'm gonna
Yep.
grab it by the
He
tail.
has one attack, and he does it until things stop moving.
We all have one attack. We all have our own special. Like,
So yeah, classic Corey grab and zap.
Make your attack roll.
Oh yeah.
That hits.
hey,
Roll damage.
It's dumb to be annoyed by a natural 19, but I'm annoyed because it could have been a 20.
One more. And it would have been really interesting. Oh, really?
And then see, and if it had been a natural 20, that would have been 4 instead.
wasn't there a session where I did this like every time? I'd roll like criticals for the like critical 20s for the.
I'm pretty sure that was the ship.
Yeah, I'd roll like great attack rolls, and then the damage would be like 1 or 2, and I'd be like, really?
So,
Yeah.
Corey,
Yep.
you notice as you shock it, it actually sends a stronger jolt than you expected. This thing's weak to lightning.
Ooh.
That gets a grin. Just, oh, that's useful.
He feels better about that.
Does that end your turn?
I don't have anything I can do on a bonus action, so yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so Bowen jumps off. Actually, I'm gonna make this a acrobatics check for him. Oh, this is gonna be funny as hell. He does a jump in hopes of flipping over, actually catches his foot on what's left of the lure, and instead of landing and doing a punch, he turns it into a punch into the back and goes for an unarmed strike.
Ow.
Now he's on the gable.
Which does not hit. So now he is stuck on the back, and this Goble has a very unpleasant ability, which is currently not showing.
Your turn order's not moving.
Sorry. There we go. And he's just, oh shit, stuck on here, and just scrambles off, stays within the fit so he doesn't get a attack of opportunity. And he's gonna burn a key point. Bonus action, flurry of blows. And you'll have to forgive me. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I have not played a monk before.
Ah,
Why couldn't you be a 20?
Still good.
This sounds familiar. Why couldn't you be a 20?
Bonus. No, not bonus action. What is it? Stunning strike, I think it is. Action, surge, agile power, unarmed strike. You don't have stunning strike, do you? You son of a bitch. Stillness of mind, flurry of blows, can say, step of the wind, unarmed strike, deflect missiles, slow fall, death strike. Okay, gonna spend a key point here. Bingo! If you hit with a melee weapon, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn.
You didn't hit with a melee weapon.
Fists are melee!
Oh, okay.
Really? Oh yeah, they do kind of melee attack.
There's a bunch of weirdness with the way monks and monk weapons work.
Monks are really
Yeah,
weird.
speaking from experience of the monk wielder over there, yeah.
Just assume that monks are just here doing dope-ass monk shit.
Yeah. And
No one knows what the monks are doing, least of all the monks.
has to. Oh, it may not do this. Okay. And
This-
it is not stunned.
This message brought to you by Critical Role.
It burned a stunning strike, and Bowen could do nothing. Ash, you're up. Traders on deck.
Specifically,
All right.
Specifically, I'm appending that comment to no one knows what the monks are doing, least of all the monks.
Okay, I'm going to viciously mock the Goble.
And what is that going to require from me?
Wisdom, isn't it?
It requires a
I
thing.
don't think you... Yeah, wisdom save.
I was say, I think, yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Alright, roll it, roll damage, and I'll roll my wisdom.
I feel like all the bard spells are wisdom saving throws, basically.
Well, some are
Yeah, because it's psychic damage.
Yeah.
If a spell is at will, do I have to wait for my turn to do it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just doesn't burn an action, I think is how that works.
It takes 1 psychic damage.
Alright, you flat-footed slime ball. You have a face on your mother of love. Only yours dumped your butt in the swamp and ran for the hills, you so ugly.
We're stuck back in this loop again, aren't we?
Oh yeah!
The 1 psychic damage for vicious mockery.
It does have disadvantage on its next attack, however.
Yep. Does that end your turn?
It ends her turn.
Trader, what are you doing?
Trader's gonna hang back and protect me.
Alright, so Trader doesn't take a turn, he's just gonna hold back?
Yeah, mostly because I don't have his stuff handy.
Alright. Trader turn ends. Aleyna's up. Aleyna's gonna go for another massive hit with the scythe. That's gonna hit.
Alright, okay.
Oof. And that's
So
going
now
to
we're getting
end.
somewhere.
And now it's Slinky's turn, who is actually flanking with Bowen. Bring that back up. He is going to go for a bite attack. Which, I should have hit advantage, but that still hits. Okay. Which is 2d8 plus 4.
Huh, nice.
Hey.
Hey, thank you. Minus 14. This thing's looking hurt. It's panting, it's staggering. It's not happy. And that Slinky just kind of churs, not hearing Bowen cheer it on. It just ends its turn. Flikk'a, you're up. Milford, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna use a cantrip, and I'm gonna cast Infestation.
Ooh, what does that do?
I cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on the creature, you know, the one I'm going for. And because I can see him and he's within range, he has to succeed a Constitution saving throw, or it takes 1d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction, which I would have to roll a d4 for to determine which direction he moves. This does not incite a attack of opportunity, and if the direction roll is blocked, the target doesn't move.
Here's a catch. this guy's immune to being poisoned. Therefore, no poison damage.
Well,
But I will still roll the con save, which he does pass. So does your infestation still do damage?
it doesn't appear so if he beat the Constitution saving throw.
So you see all these little things trickle all over the Goble, and it just kind of shakes it off.
It's covered in slime. They don't like it.
Does that end your turn?
Pretty much all I can do.
Alright. Milford, you're up. Goble's on deck.
Great. Yeah, Milford's gonna move right next to it. For
Close side of the
very
bigger
obvious
monster.
reasons. Yeah.
Milford's
For very
special.
obvious reasons, yep, he's going to two-weapon attack with the hand axes.
It's flanked
for it.
now by Slinky, so you get advantage.
Oh, that's right. they get
No,
advantage.
he is not.
No?
He is not flanked with Slinky. Slinky is flanked to Bowen diagonally.
Ah,
Milford has
Yeah.
nobody across from him.
Well, if I moved one more square over, would
no,
that
you'd
be
have to move
flanked?
to where
No.
Bowen is.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
If you had the room, you could move flanking with Aleyna, but that would put you right in front of his teeth.
I don't think that first one hit.
That first one did not. Just missed.
That's right. The second one did. For 6 damage.
Now, why couldn't the damage rolls have been opposite?
Yeah, especially since the +1 hand axe is a d6 plus 5.
That's it.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Does that end your turn?
Checking, but yeah, pretty much is gonna end his turn.
Alright.
Yep.
Goble is going to tail attack against you.
Oh, gee, why am I not surprised?
It gets disadvantage, though.
It does.
Yep. We're gonna roll disadvantage.
Thank you, Vicious Mockery.
Does it hit?
That does not hit. I have an AC of 13.
Aha.
So you see this tail coming, and you're like, "Oh shit, duck!" And it misses.
Slime all over me from the tail, yeah.
Yeah, yuck.
Actually, you get a little bit of blood. The slime on the tail's pretty much dry.
Oh, gee, thanks. Blood rain.
He's always swimming in blood.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
pretty much his default in combat. It's just blood covered.
Corentin, you're up. Bowen's on deck.
Shocking grasp,
Shock me.
because
What a shocking move.
this is what I have. I have shocking
shock,
grasp,
no,
and I
that-
have knives. Well, a knife.
That hits.
Hey.
Can we get decent damage, please? Thank you.
Hey.
That's better than 4. Not much, but hey.
And
We're
again,
getting
this
there.
time you see it seize up and actually cringe as your shocking grasp does double damage due to its being weak to lightning.
Literally, the only other spell I have that does any damage is Thunder Wave, and by the time I'm in range to use it, we're already surrounding the creature.
Please do not Thunder Wave right now. That would be a bad idea.
Exactly.
All right.
Like
That's the only reason I haven't thunderclapped yet.
Yeah.
Ask an earthquake, but it only does those 9 squares around her, I think.
Oh, that's a good, like, if you're surrounded
I
by
know.
the spell, though. Yeah.
All right. So, Bowen, seeing it just straight up flinch, smirks and just kind of quirks a grin at you. before going into... You actually see him pull out his scythe, which is not his brightest move.
Great.
And he's gonna go for an attack. And that shockingly does hit.
Yay.
He only has a +2 to hit with this thing.
Roll high or go home.
Okay.
It's shuddering, it's panting, it's hurt.
Starting to feel like death by 1,000 cuts here.
Considering it had 120 something, 130 something attack HP, I shouldn't have nerfed this battle. Ash, you're up. Traders on deck.
Oh, she's gonna vicious mockery again.
Go for it. I'll get the wisdom save. Go, bull.
Aha!
Wisdom. 1 damage.
Damn it. Damn it! You two-toed, needle-nosed, soulless piece of shoelace.
That's actually a good one. Okay, what's Trader gonna do?
Trader's gonna spend his turn to move back over there to protect Flikk'a.
No. That's gonna end his turn?
Yep.
Okay. We all know what's about to happen.
It's dead.
Aleyna's
Gee,
going
I
to...
wonder.
Aleyna's gonna raise her scythe and smack it.
Not even slice it, just smack it with the flat of the blade.
Yep.
Well, I was thinking it'd die of shame, but apparently not. How do you want to do this?
She smacks it so hard it belches and goes flat.
Oh,
It's already flat.
Burp before it died.
Well, you see it puff, puff, flat.
What a horrible way to go.
We are out of initiative.
I
The
kind of feel a bit
Gobles-
self-conscious with the audience.
They look at you, and they do nothing. They're going to let you harvest it, and they're going to just go back in the water. So, one by one, the little ones start going back in the water. The 2 Royal Ludroth just kind of look at you. And you realize these are the adults with the spongy manes.
Oh, joy.
So, Bowen cleans off his weapon, gets back on Slinky.
I guess Milford is gonna try to harvest the hide, since he's like proficient in nature. He's got like a +5.
All right.
Yeah, Ash will help him. She's got a +2.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
So,
I just
Milford,
rolled that at advantage then.
you roll
Yep.
it at advantage.
They did pretty well together last time.
Good. I apparently freaking needed it. Jesus.
You manage to get off some of the tendrils. Aleyna,
I think I'll try for the hide and
I've got-
and
Plus goddamn 5 in this stat, and I think I've only ever rolled like crit fails with it.
Aleyna,
there something-
Flikk'a.
Is there something I can do to help?
Yeah, help me skin this thing. Will you give,
Alright, what do you want me to do?
Will you give Aleyna advantage to a nature check?
Yes.
Milford is gonna sulk off and shake the blood off his cloak and stuff, because he's, again, covered in blood.
Do I need to roll anything, or?
No,
Nope.
you just allow her to do rolls, that's all.
Alright, Aleyna, using with surprising dexterity, uses her scythe, and you see her just carving into this, and gets 2 fairly decent slabs of gobel hide, which you see the half-orcs come, hup, 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 roll it up, and they look at Seam, who just rolls. You see, this is the most emotion she's shown, really. Rolls her eyes, and it's put into this wagon right here, which, as you get near it, is cold to the touch.
Oh, great. There's a wagon of colding.
It is a wagon of colding. It freezes the hide so it will not go bad. Along with the hide, Aleyna carves out... That is that. Where is my Monster Hunter shit?
While that's going on, Milford is kind of muttering to himself. Become a ranger, they said. Become tuned with nature, they said. You'll be good at it, they said. He's kind of like grumbling and stomping around.
Kicking
Considering-
sods and...
Yeah.
Considering I didn't score a single point of damage in this entire fight, screw you.
Should have vicious mocked it. At least you would have got one hit in.
Well, I wanted to give you a chance to shine. Show what you've learned.
So as Aleyna's doing this, she pulls out this great big sack, and she's just kind of looking at it, sets it to the side. Seam, quicker than you've ever seen. Sack is gone. Thank you. This will make some very good paralysis darts. Back to her wagon. And from the broken lobule hanging off its forehead, she pulls a small organ that still glows. And it is a Gobel lantern, which is a very rare carve.
Cool.
A very rare card.
She got a 21. She should have got that.
Yeah.
Are its teeth or anything of value that I could
Yeah, I was
scrape
gonna
out of
say.
this thing?
Flikk'a, roll a nature check on your own.
I can't help her.
You can. Matter of fact, you probably should roll one advantage just because you did help her. See if you get anything that can help Flikk'a.
Because with those big ass teeth, I can probably make some pretty cool daggers or some shit.
Alright, so you get 3 broken teeth. The whiskers are actually really springy and will make some really good either bait if cut up, or if dried, they can make some decent whips.
Nice.
I thought you were going
And
to say
then-
jerky.
No.
So, Gobel whiskers and some teeth.
And as you press into the back, Flikk'a, you
Yeah.
draw your hand back, and you realize why Bowen scrambled off so quickly. There are spikes under the skin. And these spikes
It's a pufferfish.
It is a pufferfish. These spikes are coated in that same neurotoxin you just saw Seam scurry away with.
So, do I get any of those spikes?
You get 4 of them. And those spikes can become arrows.
Nice.
Arrows that you could give to your brother or to Milford with a chance to create paralysis.
I'll give half to one, half to the other.
If you get them made, you have to find a Fletcher either in the party or in Thalania.
Well, since those can be made for a weapon I don't have, I'll give half to the one and half to the other. They can get those made.
And
They can make them themselves.
Ifrine looks at y'all, kind of impressed, and just smiles her thanks and gestures to your wagon. We need to go.
Yeah, Milford walks back, very eager to get back in the wagon.
Yeah, that's enough of the gooey and the self-conscious staring of the yeah.
Just back on the wagon.
Had enough of these goddamn snakes on this goddamn field.
Snakes on a wagon train.
enough of these goddamn snakes on this goddamn train.
So, as y'all are walking, you notice Bowen is walking beside. And that's where we're going to cut it for tonight, but I'm going to let y'all know now. You just hit level 3.
Finally.
Someone's gonna have to talk me through leveling up on this because I don't.
Okay,
yeah, well, that's what we'll do now is level up.
So on your character sheet, right?
Yeah.
Go up to the right hand corner next to where it says campaigns. There should be a thing that looks like an anvil. Click on that. And it should take you to a page that has it's your class page in your character builder.
Yeah.
So where it says level, just click on from level 2 to level 3. And anything that has a blue exclamation point, click on it and look at the options and stuff. And if you're able to learn new spells from this level, make sure you learn those.
Hey!
I don't see anything with a blue arrow on it, but I put the new level in my storm sorcery section, and I don't see anything it wants me to change.
Well, don't forget, you're only level 2 as a sorcerer and level 1 as a bard.
Yeah, at level 2,
so you don't. Sorcerer gets to choose its thing at level 1. A bard chooses at level 3.
You don't get your college until level 3. I get my archetype. Let's go.
Well, right now I'm gonna alternate adding my levels to each of my classes because I'm cross-classing.
Yeah, you can do that.
You can't. It's one level to one class, not one level to both.
Yeah, I know. I'm alternating it when each time I level up.
Level ups.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this time I put it in Storm Sorcery. Next time I'll put it in Bard. And right now I'm a level 1 Bard, level 2 Storm Sorcerer.
Roll the dice for that goes with the Storm Sorcerer. That's your HP.
Wait, what?
You have to
roll your what you add to your HP for the level. Hang on.
Do I click manage HP or?
Well, first you roll and then you click manage HP. So it's your hit dice for sorcerer is a D6, so roll a D6. Use the little dice on the bottom left corner.
I didn't roll anything last time. Is that why I'm only got 13 hit points?
No, you rolled a 1 last time, and you forgot to add your constitution to it.
No, it adds it automatically.
No, I didn't roll anything. All I did was take her up to level.
No.
Yeah, I think it does it automatically.
Yeah.
I don't get why.
Because I took it up to the next level, and I'm not seeing where I'm.
Okay. You roll your D6 and then you hit manage HP.
So you should know.
And it'll say rolled HP on the left once you hit manage HP. And then you add what you rolled to what is rolled.
Where am I supposed to roll the thing before I click manage?
You see the little dice symbol in the very bottom left on D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
It's a little blue.
One of those is a D6. And I rolled a 4.
Yeah, see, I didn't roll anything last time. That's why her hit levels didn't go up.
I feel like you did roll, but think you...
It goes up 1 when I put it up to a next level, but total possible hit points are 27 and I'm only 14, but I didn't roll any dice to add any extra hit points for leveling up.
That's weird.
I just went
Okay,
up
so
from
I
level
did
2.
I did the D6 roll. Now I'm on manage hit points. Do I add 2 to that now, or?
Yeah, you add the 2 to what's in the rolled HP box. Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to run that one by me slow, sis.
Yeah, and you're going to have to do it for me too, because like I said, I didn't roll anything when I went to level 2, so she's
Yeah,
still
I'm
on
not
level 1
entirely
health.
sure I did, now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
It just added some HP, but I don't think it's...
Yeah, well, that's
what
it. I went
does
from
that.
level 1 to level 2, and she went from 11 to 12 or something, or 12 to 13. I went from level 2 to level 3, and she went from 13 to 14. So it's only added 1. I haven't rolled anything. That's just what it did when I hit the different level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be your con. You've got to have a +1 con, and that's all it's giving you.
Exactly. So I haven't
That's
rolled.
got to be why I'm only at 34.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't been
Well,
rolling
that's why I'm at
our,
28, because I got +6 for Constitution, yeah.
Yeah. So we've all got to roll whatever our thingy is. So, Sylvain, can you go through each one of us and help, please?
I think I'm at 16 now.
Nice.
Yeah, we've very bungled this, apparently.
Okay, so you, on your level up page, is everyone on your level up page?
I am.
Go to builder, level up page.
Okay, you see in the, on the right across from where it says character level?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got a little box with all the hit pointy stuff in it.
Yep.
Yep. Manage HP.
It tells you what your hit dice are.
Okay, mine is 3d8.
Yep.
So your type of hit die is a D8.
Okay, so if I roll a d8...
When you level up with rolled HP instead of, because there are 2 systems for doing HP. One is fixed HP, which I think gives you the average.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what we all have to do is we have to go home to the home thing for their character builder, and for
Yep.
hit point type, change it from fixed to manual.
Yeah.
I think that's what our issue is. That's why it's doing this.
Okay,
Yep.
mine is on manual.
Yep.
So did
and
I
then
do
we
it
go
wrong?
You did it.
didn't.
You did it great. I didn't explain earlier, and somehow 2 people forgot that this is how we did HP in the game that I run.
Which
Right,
was years ago.
7.
It hasn't been that long since you 2 leveled up.
Yes, it has. Alright, I got a 7, so override HP, add 7.
Not override.
HP
rolled
modifier.
HP.
No, where it says rolled HP.
Okay, so that'll be 18. So that was her level 2 roll.
Okay.
So apply that.
So
And then I'll roll
I'm
another
just-
D8.
I'm gonna roll a D10.
I got 4.
It's 2.
18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. She's now 22.
it's-
That makes a lot more safer. I mean, she's still
Plus-
a
2.
So how
Yeah.
there may be a glitch with manual HP and the rolled HP field at the moment. Which I swear we discussed last time we leveled up, but I have a recording. I'll figure that out later.
Yep.
I don't know. I have 30 hit points. I'm okay with that for level 3.
So
Yeah, I'm now at 25 hit points, which is a lot better than
the way
13.
that rolling HP works is and there's a whole thing with your Constitution modifier, but I'm not explaining that because D&D Beyond
well, that is...
D&D
Yeah, see,
Beyond
that is
does
added
it for
automatically.
us. They do it
That's
for
nice.
us, so
Yeah, I think that's the one that it was adding
we
each
don't
time.
need to think about that.
Yep.
Especially
Okay,
since
with my rolls.
especially since none of us have a negative con modifier here.
Yeah, that'd get confusing.
Yep.
But how it works is at level 1 you get the maximum number for your hit die. So if your hit die is a 6, you have 6 HP. If your hit die is a D8, you have 8 HP. If your hit die is a D12, you have 12 HP. Etc., etc.
Yep.
Aleyna's
Aleyna's got 40 HP now.
So basically,
Alright.
30.
Yeah.
Well,
If it
hopefully,
if it ever seems off, just track what your rolls were. Because this thing is frequently a headache.
It's a mess.
so
I'm good with 30 for
rolled
my.
was a 7. Level 3 rolled was a 4.
So 8 plus 7. Let's see, 8 plus 8 is 16. So 15 plus 4. You should be at 19 total.
No, and she gets 3 for the 3 constitution, 19, 21, 22. She should be 22.
Yeah. So that's correct.
Which I put in the rolled HP, but then it added the 3 for the thing, so that should be 19. That to 22. There we go. I put the 22 in the thingy, and then it added the 3 as well. So no, that's right. Okay, so level 1, 8 base. Right, so there we go. I am now at least not a complete wet paper bag.
Yep.
What was I going to take for spells? God damn it. Oh.
Expertise. What?
Luckily, rangers are really easy at level 3. It's just like one choice, and that's it.
You are still fragile as hell, aren't you?
Me? Yeah.
No, Corentin.
Oh, Corey. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He's got. I think Corey is just going to eternally be fragile.
He doesn't have any constitution bonus, so I don't think. No, he might. He might have a little constitution bonus.
No, he's like he's got a plus 0.
Yeah, no.
You've got 11 in con, but
nice.
So yeah, he's at 16 total.
Wow. And I thought Ash was bad.
See, this is a really bad combination because it's a wet paper bag, but also you don't have any ranged spells yet.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing any that would...
You're required to get up close and personal even though you're made of glass.
By the way, this does mean Ash gets another spell, I believe.
Like, the only thing I think he would actually take is Gust of Wind or possibly Warding Wind. Both of which are more a case of go away, and less a case of pain.
Can't you use Gust of Wind to, like, boost your jump distance or something?
Yep. Or you're thinking of Step of the Wind.
Oh, I get second level spells now. Ha ha ha.
No, I think what it is you can, like, use Gust of Wind to, like, push someone who's jumping further or something. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can push things away from you. But I think,
a line
if that happens to be someone jumping.
A line of strong wind 60 feet long and 10 feet wide blasts from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration.
Oh, blindness might be useful.
Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following the line.
Yeah. So you could, in theory, use it to, like, boost someone's jump,
Yeah.
but that'd be a lot of things to roll.
I got Chaos Bolt.
I'm still looking to see what I want to add to my spell list.
I know, Gust of Wind would be very thematic for Corey, because that would be very OP on a ship.
I am really, really heavily leaning into the theme with Corey, and it is absolutely brutal in terms of getting actual damage happening. I have Shocking Grasp. This is what I can do.
You have a touch spell.
Literally.
You have to learn to use your words.
The spells that Corey has are that can actually do damage are Lightning Lure, which was not my best choice of cantrip because pulling things towards Corey is a bad life choice. And also he has to already be within 15 feet of it.
Yeah.
And if he's within 15 feet of it, it's safer to Shocking Grasp. Unless he can only get to 15 feet and not all the way up to it. So, that hasn't been a situation I've run into yet. I have Shocking Grasp, which is slap a hand on it and do 1d8 of zappy. And I have Thunder Wave, which doesn't work when we're surrounding something. Which is why I took the careful spell Metamagic, and now it should work when we're surrounding something.
Wonderful.
So I might actually use spell slots for once. So far, the spell slots have almost exclusively been used, aside from a single thunder wave in the very first fight, have almost exclusively been used to feather fall when the little tiny halfling bard wants to jump off of the wagon. Once. Because she was up there with Corey and she wanted to jump down after him. And that's it. He hasn't used a spell slot at all in most of the fights. I took shield with the assumption that things might try and hit me, and they've yet to try and hit me.
Well, that's because you've got an angry dragonborn trying to do shit.
Blindness might be useful.
I mean, admittedly, there wasn't really anything better than shield that I could have taken at that point, but yeah. There aren't enough lower level lightning and thunder spells. And all the lower level wind spells are go away and not damage. Which, I mean,
daggers might be useful.
Go away is useful, but it's not that useful.
It's a concentration spell. I might learn deafness, blindness. It seems.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Okay, so I now have Vicious Mockery, Blade Ward, Cantrips, Dissonant Whispers, Earth Tremor, Healing Word, Hideous Laughter, Sleep, and Blindness. Which is a level 2 spell. Can blind or deafen a foe. They must make a constitutional saving throw. If it fails, the target is blinded or deafened for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, it has to make a constitutional saving throw. And if it succeeds, the spell ends. If it doesn't, it continues to be blinded or deafened.
Nice.
Which means that it gets a disadvantage on its attacks and things like that, which is always useful.
Especially since so many of us are fragile.
I'm kind of excited about Chaos Bolt.
Well, don't forget, it's going to be 2 weeks before we get back to the realms.
Yep.